people laugh about Freddie Kitchens. I always go back and tell them, Freddie Kitchens got the most out of Odell Beckham Jr. He had 1,000.
Yeah.
Jarvis Landry had 1,000. He had 1,000-yard running back too. Like, it wasn't like he was completely garbage, but that just goes to show you the difference between the top and the mid-tier levels.
That's right.
Now, I think it also goes to philosophy, like Bull says. Do you believe that if there is a bunch of coaches in the middle area, right, do you believe that a mid-tier coach with a good roster can win the Super Bowl?
Yes.
I think absolutely. So. It's happened. We've seen it.
So if that's what you believe, then you have less of an emphasis on saying, I need to get rid of the coach.
Yeah, this is what that grind is about, man. Just lost the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. Dipping back to the house real quick. The Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show 9 to 11, so I do 2 hours there. So I leave the set. I'm going to go home. Got to knock out this podcast, Locked On Browns. Then I got to shoot another podcast for Locked On Browns. But, you know, the shit don't never stop, bro. But I still got a whole bunch of other stuff I got to get to. But I try to compartmentalize it, man, because sometimes if you think about all the different things you got to do during the day, it'll stress you out. You'll freak out and be like, man, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing it. So I'm meeting Rashad, the producer, and I'm meeting him over back at WKYC to finish shooting part of my pilot. There's a couple of different things that I need to do. The last finishing touch on my pilot, I want to get it to the television station by the end of this month so they could take a look at it, make a decision on what it is, whether or not they're going to pick it up or if it has potential. So I've already got the Barbershop tour, kind of the pieces and parts laid out. I've already shot some of it, but when you shoot the pilot by yourself and you put your own money and energy into it, it's like you shoot it basically when you got the money to shoot it or you got the time to shoot it. So with football season, it's kind of crazy. So I still need to put some finishing touches on it, do like a monologue. I need to also do some confessional work on it. A lot of times, you know, I try to do, you know, different podcasts and work with other cats, but sometimes it's difficult because I just have so many different other projects that's either at certain stages where you gotta finish some stuff up. So that's where we at right now with the Barbershop pilot. I got another pilot coming out. I don't want to say too much about it because it ain't really out, and we got some different things to do, and it really ain't. It's in its beginning stages, so I really can't speak too much about that, but I'm really excited about that television opportunity as well. And these is just different things that I've created in my mind, and you know, shot, pilot. So, you know, for all the people out there, but you got to learn how to do multiple things, man, and always surround yourself with good people who talented, who may do things better than you. I had a business DHL because I'm always getting stuff shipped here. It's either for my clothing line, either for some projects I'm working on, equipment. So sometimes it's easier to get a business one so you don't have to pay for freight from foreign places. So it's always a good idea to keep that with you. I rarely let people see my setup here. Because I don't think people really care too much. There's a roadcaster I use for all my like podcasting and stuff. This is my area. It's kind of junky, man. My wife would probably kill me because my apartment ain't clean. And I got all kind of boxes around here, man. So I'm always shipping and receiving. I got the DHL joints, man. I got orders and different things that we putting out and stuff like that. I needed a new digital scale. So please don't listen. I'm strictly legal. I'm a businessman. Do not come raiding my house. I have a digital scale because I need to send some stuff. I'm a creative. So for me, I'm always doing stuff besides your sports, bro. You got to do a couple things, but I'm really passionate into the art. So these are my new little fashion handbags I got going out. And as you could tell, you know, the embellishments and the barbershop pole. I'm really big into, you know, making sure stuff look a certain type of way. It took me like three weeks to like figure out just what I wanted to put on the outside. So, you know, I got them in different colors and different things like that. And each one of these is different, as you can see, different accents, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really big into that type of stuff. And these are I got 3 brand ambassadors that I'm working with. in the Philippines that's gonna wear these and with different outfits and different things. So I done created these from start to finish. These handbags is real good quality, as you can tell. They pop. You can wear these, take these on the go with you if you doing the bag thing, especially groceries. Like, and nowadays everybody is making you pay for bags. If these is high quality, take these with you. You can do it in style, man. Got the Barbershop Panda theme from start to toe. Different character. You can even tell that you got the little embellishments here. So for me, man, this is what I'm into, man. I'm into fashion. There's a lot of other stuff that I got. I haven't even shown people because I wanted to be a surprise. I had a calendar coming out, so with some of the material and clothing I got. So it's just all about working, man. Work area. I just be doing stuff. I always keep watches, so I'm real bad at it. So when I work, I kind of just throw a bunch of stuff everywhere. Like I take my watches off to go to work. This is some stuff I've been working on this grommet. I didn't even know what this was called. This is like a grommet or something. So you use this thing to put holes in like garments or whatever, right? So I was thinking about putting holes in some of them bags or whatever. And these are like different trinkets I was playing around with to see if they would go in the bag or not. But I didn't like the way they turned out, so it's just stuff I threw out here. This is another piece that I had created. I'm like, okay, maybe I want to put this in a bag. I like it on something different. Like my goal is one day I'm gonna make a whole handbag from start to finish. But this work on like a regular solid like leather bag, handbag or whatever. So it's whatever. Little trinkets like this. This is the things that I put on the handbags. Just a little something accent piece for the barbershop joint. I type so much that I be having to keep this because I be typing so much. My hands get beat up, so I use this for my hands. My hands still be ashy a little bit, but all right, man. Definitely got to learn to pivot on the run. Just got a call from my producer for the barbershop tour. He's got another shoot that he's finishing up. So what I'm going to do is now, instead of doing that, I'm going to pivot and I'm going to do a shoot with my man Jeff and lock out my next episode of Locked on Browns. I've already got this thing up and running. This is we running on StreamYard now. So the only goal is I'm going to just shoot this and record it. So all I'm doing is trying to come in and do a little 60 to 60 second preview of what we talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. All right, Jeff, ready?
The defense, I saw you tweeted about it.
Oh, man. How the heck does that happen, bro? That's crazy.
Right? And the other thing is, like, he should have never continued speaking. Like, man, somebody pull the mic.
Hundley looks like he's going to play.
Yep. Let's do that first, though, the Todd Graham stuff.
Got you.
Then, okay, so segment 2, then we'll start flipping it up. And I want to get a little bit, obviously, to Huntley playing, how that, what our thoughts are on that.
Pretty much done the episode with Jeff. I'm in the editing process. I'll actually upload this to the Locked on Browns YouTube page, and then I'll basically schedule this out for the hit tomorrow. And then what I'm going to do is write a couple of notes. I might go get me some food. It's 3:30. My wife should be here around 5-ish, but I do have to speak at a high school. It's an alternative high school for those who went back to get their GED. I kind of mentioned it on the last segment as my final take for Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. So I'll go there. I'll write a couple notes. I really don't write anything down. I just go pretty much how I feel. But for this, I'll write a couple of things. I'll change my jacket, but I do want to get some food in. I try to do like intermittent fasting. Right now, I've been up and all I've drank so far is coffee. So I'm going to try to edit this by 4. Now what we need to do is put a detailed description in here and a good title so that we can, get this thing shown to a lot of people. So what I'm going to do is fill out a title, description, get this thing up on YouTube and schedule it to drop. Because it does take, as you can see, it takes a while if you upload it in 23 minutes. So what I'll do is right now it's at about 2:27. So what I'll do is if this is 23 minutes left, I'll schedule for this to drop at about 3 o'clock. So basically what'll happen is it'll be recording and then it'll upload basically by itself. And then I'll schedule a tweet to go out that will tweet the link, which is right here on Twitter. So people will click on it and I'll put that on Facebook and Twitter. And so I can go ahead and do my other podcast and record with Jeff while this thing is taking care of itself. Okay, my video is done, and now what I'm doing is scheduling for this to drop at 3:06 today. So today is the 15th. I'll change it to the 15th. Make sure that's correct, 3:06, which is 1 minute after it's scheduled to drop, as you can see on here. If I can find it for you guys, it said pending. Should show you 3:05 is gonna drop here. So everything is scheduled, everything is great. I have a tag, and as you can see, SEO score, which means search engine optimization score. So that means I got all my tags, all my descriptions are great. I'm scheduling this to drop on Twitter. It will drop at 3:06. Sometimes you lie to yourself, bro. So I was gonna give me some little fast food, but I lied to myself. So sometimes when you on the move, you ain't got time to go, like fast food ain't even fast enough. So I got my air fryer right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook these burgers in the air fryer. Shout out to the air fryer. You can get these done in about 8 to 10 minutes. They good, get rid of the fat. And then I got me some, right here, I got me some green beans that you can get in the frozen section that I'm eat too. So I ain't gonna eat the bread on it. I'm gonna just do the green beans with the burger. And it's enough time for me to eat this. Maybe 15, 20 minutes. All seasoned up here. I'll try not to have too much salt. So basically what I got is some onion powder, some Mrs. Dash cracked black pepper. It's like 3 peppers in there, little onion powder, and a tiny bit of garlic salt. I just take that, put this in, boom, 400 degrees, 10 minutes, and I'm off and running. This is the end of product. This is my drink. It's about 4:30. I have my video upload and then change my clothes. But I got a speaking engagement. Look at this broad. Look at this. Why you mad? Just got done posting my other blogs. My wife got home, so I'm gonna go do that. I'll catch you guys at the graduation. On our way, I'm walking to the graduation. So we just parked. You know, I got about what, like 10 minutes? I'm always cutting it close. How?
You're so late?
I got 5 minutes.
What, 5 minutes?
Got 5 minutes. Listen.
Don't trust this guy. 5 minutes? It's 10 minutes?
I done hit every deadline. I done did 2 blogs, a television show. Now I'm about to go out here and get this money off. And she just show up, talk about you late. She just got here. You ain't been doing nothing. What you been doing?
I'm working. I'm an accountant.
Hey, fellas, man, beware. Accountants, good gracious. Actually, it's pretty nice out here. Let me show y'all this. It's pretty nice out here. This kind of look like Christmas a little bit, don't it? Everything looking pretty cool around here. They got the Christmas stuff out a couple days before.
Hi.
Stop blogging on me. You gonna blog on me? Which one we blog? You on my blog or I'm on your blog? Why didn't you take me on no dates out here before? You do know you could take guys out to eat too. Why don't you take me on no dates no more? You don't treat me like you used to.
Huh? What is that?
You don't treat me like you used to. You should treat me to these dates out here. Look at these people. Oh, here we go. All right, guys, so this is the nice spot. Let me see. So this is the blue spot in the school. I think I'm here.
Mr. Bush is not only the CEO of Fifth Dimension Media LLC and the creator-designer of Barbershop clothing line and merchandise, but he can be heard on Sports Radio 92.3 The Fan as host and producer of the Barbershop radio show and host of the Cleveland Browns pregame show. In fact, the Barbershop is expanding to where Mr. Bush is also the content creator of the Barbershop YouTube channel and serves as host, producer, and director of the Barbershop Tour on WKYC Channel 3. Apparently that's not enough though. Garrett Bush is also the co-host of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show and the 2-Minute Warning Cleveland Browns post-game live stream, both with Channel 3, and is the co-host of the Locked On Browns podcast on Locked On Podcast Network. Oh, and did I also mention he was also named one of Cleveland's most interesting people of 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming our tonight's speaker, Mr. Garrett E. Bush.
Man, that dude is nice. Got about 35 jobs, man.
up a round of applause one more time. One more time. I know it's somebody's mom. I know it's somebody's mom that's excited right now, right? Where are the moms at? Moms in the building? Yes, sir. First and foremost, I want to just say how proud I am just to even be here in front of y'all, because I really feel like I'm a representation of who you guys are. A lot of you have gone through a whole lot of stuff in your life. Sometimes you may feel like people don't understand you. Sometimes you feel like you got a gift. Sometimes you can't just sit still. Sometimes you got a bunch of ideas. Sometimes you feel like cats don't understand what you're doing. My man right here, I like that. See, I'm up here and I got jewelry on and he got jewelry on. I love the fact that he could do that. And that's that exuberance, my man. And that's what's gonna get you over to the top. You guys have gone through so much, but you wouldn't be here and you wouldn't be able to do what you did if it wasn't for those individuals behind you. Because without those individuals behind you, sticking up for you, praying for you, and I mean praying for you sometimes, and those teachers and those staff that come up here and represent you guys and push you when you don't want to do it and keep encouraging you, you wouldn't be able to do that. So guys, give those guys behind you a round of applause as well. If you leave with anything today, I'm going to give you 2 or 3 things that you leave here today with that'll help you in your future journey, because the theme of this conversation is you're not done yet. Right now, you may see this as a goal, but for most of y'all, you just getting started.